Is it really not a systemic contest across the Taiwan Strait? This is Jersey News Commentary Channel. Recently, the Taiwan Affairs Office of the Chinese Communist Party once again declared solemnly that the issue across the Taiwan Strait is by no means a contest of systems, but a struggle between unification and separation. It sounds firm. In reality, the more something is denied, the more it reveals what is most feared. Today, let us ask the simplest question: is it really not a systemic contest between the two sides? Let us start with the most straightforward fact. The people on both sides are ethnically Chinese, sharing the same culture, language, and heritage. So why can people in Taiwan vote for their president, while people on the mainland cannot even elect a county or township head? Why can Taiwan change its government, while China remains under one-party rule, even a one-man system? If this is not a difference in systems, then what is it? Now let us look at a simple set of data. According to the Freedom House 2025 report, Taiwan scores 94, classified as a free society. China scores 9, classified as not free. 94 versus 9. This is not just a gap in ranking, it represents two entirely different worlds. Those in Taiwan's Kuomintang should reflect carefully on this stark contrast. In Taiwan, you can criticize the president. In China, even posting a message on Weibo may lead to deletion or detention. In Taiwan, the media can expose the government. In China, the media must unconditionally follow propaganda directives. If this is not a systemic difference, what is it? Consider political participation. In Taiwan's 2024 presidential election, voter turnout exceeded 70%. The people decide who takes office and can also remove them. And in China? The highest power is never determined by election, but by layers of representatives electing representatives, with appointments arranged from above. Who dares to say no? Put simply, you have no real power to decide who governs you. If this is not a systemic contest, what is it? Now look at the information environment. In the 2025 Press Freedom Index, Taiwan ranks 24th, China ranks 178th, third from the bottom. China is one of the countries with the highest number of imprisoned journalists in the world, while Taiwan is among the freest information societies in Asia. Is truth allowed to circulate, or are you confined to official narratives that cannot be questioned or criticized? If this is not a systemic difference, what is it? Now consider the internet. Taiwan, free internet. China, among the least free in the world. In Taiwan, you can access the global internet freely. In China, you must bypass the firewall, and if caught, you may face detention. In Taiwan, you can discuss politics openly. In China, one wrong sentence may lead to being disappeared. This is not a technical issue, it is a systemic issue. Now look at daily life. Taiwan's average life expectancy is about 80 years. China's officially reported figure is about 78, but in reality closer to 69. The gap may not seem enormous, but the key is not the number. The key is that under a free system, Taiwan remains stable, orderly, and growing. This directly shatters a long-standing narrative that without the Communist Party, China would fall into chaos. Reality shows otherwise. Not only would it not descend into chaos, it could be far better. So the question arises, why does the Chinese Communist Party insist that this is not a systemic contest? The answer is simple. First, it cannot acknowledge systemic differences. To do so would immediately collapse its claim of institutional superiority. Second, it must shift the narrative. It reframes a systemic issue into a unification issue, using nationalist rhetoric to suppress the question of freedom. Third, and most crucial, it fears comparison. Because Taiwan's existence itself is a counterexample. Both are Chinese societies, sharing the same culture and language. Why can Taiwan be democratic? Why can Taiwan be free? Why can Taiwan hold power accountable? This leads people to a dangerous conclusion: the problem is not culture, but the system. And that is what the Chinese Communist Party fears most, not Taiwan's military, not Taiwan's diplomacy, but Taiwan's demonstration effect. A silent, long-term, persistent contrast. You can live differently. So when the CCP says, this is not a systemic contest, you should understand its real meaning. This question must not be discussed. But reality does not change because of a statement. The system determines everything: whether you can speak, whether you can choose your government, whether you can live with dignity. So the conclusion is actually very simple. Across the Taiwan Strait, it is not only a systemic contest. It is, in essence, a contest of systems.